1, our subsequent courses will follow the official textbook content of HSK 1. Explain each Chinese character and vocabulary to beginners. In ancient Chinese, one single character stood for an object or an idea. Over hundreds of years, the language evolved. Today, we usually use two character words to express the same meaning that one single character had long ago. Long ago, we just say 日 for sun. Now we say 太阳, a two-character word for the same thing. One character carries one full meaning. Writing and speaking are very brief. In ancient times, writing materials were expensive, so single characters saved a lot of resources. Too many homophones. Single characters sound alike and cause confusion in speaking. Two-character words fix this problem and make meanings clear. Now let's start today's learning. This is a conversation of greeting each other. Let's read it first. 小雨,你好,王老师,你好. Now let's read it in English. Hello, 小雨. Hello, Miss Wang. 小雨 is the name of this AI tool. Let's analyze word by word. The character 小 means small. Let's analyze the structure of this Hanzi. Does it remind you of any other character? Take a closer look. Both sides resemble the character ba, with a vertical stroke running through the middle. The vertical stroke represents an object as a whole. Combined with the original meaning of ba, which means to split apart, the entire character conveys the meaning of small. Still confused? Simply put, when an object is broken apart repeatedly, it becomes smaller and smaller. The first meaning of 小 refers to something that is small in size. Let's take a full look at the Chinese character 小. First, its core meanings. It describes something small in size. Since newborn creatures are tiny, it also means young. What's more, putting 小 before a noun usually gives people a lovely, cute feeling, like 小狗 and 小伙. Besides its basic meanings, 小 is also widely used in people's names, and there are clear etiquette rules here. In formal situations, only elders or people of higher status can add 小 before the name of someone younger or lower ranked. If peers call each other with 小 before their names, it may sound rude and disrespectful. When we call this AI 小雨, the character 小 here has nothing to do with age or social rank. It just makes the name sound cute and friendly. To sum up, the usage of 小 to show age or follow status rules only applies when we address real people. Let's move on to the character yu. First, look at its radical, yan. This short form comes from the full character yan, which means to speak or talk. That's why yu is also related to speaking. Now let's tell the difference between yan and yu. Yan means one person speaks while others just listen. It's one-way communication, no interaction. Yu describes people talking back and forth, taking turns to speak. It stands for mutual conversation. We put them together to make the word 语言, which means language. Our AI is named 小雨. It works by answering your questions and chatting with you. This two-way interaction is just like what the character yu describes. That's why this name fits perfectly. This is the ancient form of the character yan. The square at the bottom represents the mouth, and the upper part stands for the tongue. This is the ancient form of the character yu. Its left part is yan, and the right part depicts people communicating with each other. Now let's talk about the word 你好, which means hello. First, let's break down the character 你. The left part of 你 is the radical 康. It comes from the full character 人, which means person. All characters with this radical relate to human beings. The right part is r. In ancient times, r was used to mean you. Originally, R stood for a tool for winding silk threads. People held this tool close to their faces while working, so the character gradually gained the meaning of near or close. Ancient people adopted the sense of being close to refer to you. When we talk to each other, we stand face to face and stay near one another. That's why R was used to address another person. As the language evolved, people added the radical na, creating the modern character ni, which simply means you. Now let's learn the character hao, which means good or nice. This character is made up of two parts, 女 and 子. 女 stands for a woman, and 子 means a child. When we put them together, it looks like a mother holding her little kid in her arms. Let's picture this scene. A toddler who just learned to walk is exploring the world around them. They turn around and see their mother standing nearby. The child giggles and runs into mom's arms. The mother feels so joyful watching her baby take those first steps. Ancient Chinese people created this character based on this warm moment. Such a lovely, happy scene is exactly what the word hao means. Something pleasant, wonderful, and good. Now let's put the two characters together to understand 你好, the common Chinese greeting for hello. 你 means you. Its structure comes from R, which originally implied being close to someone, just like two people standing face to face when talking. Ha means good, nice, and joyful. It was shaped from a warm scene of a mother holding her child, standing for happiness and warmth. When we combine them as 你好, it is more than just a simple greeting. It carries a friendly wish. I see you, and I wish you well and happiness. It's our polite and warm way to say hello to someone we meet. We often say 王老师, which is how we address a teacher with the family name Wang. Wang is the surname, and 老师 means teacher. Now, let's learn about the character Wang. Long ago, Wang was both a common family name and a title for rulers. This character was shaped after a giant axe, an important weapon in ancient times. Back then, the axe stood for royal power and military strength. But in traditional Chinese culture, a true ruler was not just someone with great power. He also had the duty to protect his people and help them live a happy and peaceful life. That is the deep meaning behind Wang. Now let's talk about the word 老师, which means teacher. We'll break down the two characters one by one. First is 老. Its original form looks like an elderly person leaning on a walking stick, so its basic meaning is old or aged. In ancient times, people who lived to an old age usually gained rich knowledge and life experience, so 老 also carries a sense of respect. Next is 士. Long ago, it stood for a military unit. A troop of 2,500 soldiers was called a 士. The ancient writing of this character had two circles on the left, representing small hills, and the right part stood for an army camp. Most military officers back then came from noble families and received good education. Even ordinary soldiers learned a lot over time. When wars ended and peace came, many of these soldiers and officers left the army and became educators. Gradually, 师 got a new meaning, people who pass on knowledge. When we put 老 and 系 together as 老师, the character 老 adds respect. It's a fixed title for educators. There is a beautiful idea behind this word. In peacetime, they put down weapons and teach people with books. In wartime, they stand up and defend the country. Teachers play an important role in education and national development, and they are highly respected in Chinese culture. Now let's review the conversation we just had. 小雨，你好。王老师，你好。Today's class is over. If you like my teaching, you can subscribe to my channel.